Good morning, third grade. It's Miss Martinez, and happy Tuesday. We are on our last day of March. It's so crazy how fast time flies. So today we're going to be looking at a story, an article, and it's our learning target for the day is that I can answer questions about a nonfiction text. And when I say nonfiction, I am talking about one that is giving me real facts, real information. This isn't a story about, a girl who is trying to solve a mystery, things like that. This is just important facts that it is telling you that are true. So let's go ahead and look at what we're going to be reading today. It is called Fireworks. We're going to be looking at some fireworks. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. Fireworks are used to celebrate many important occasions in America. You can see fireworks on the 4th of July and New Year's Eve. They are used at summer carnivals and backyard picnics. These shows are always mesmerizing to watch. But how did they become part of modern culture, and how do they work? When I say modern culture, modern is just our present day, right now, the here and now, and a culture is just beliefs and customs of a specific group. So things that we usually do, okay? I see a nice little picture here. This is a photograph. It's not an illustration because it wasn't drawn. This is a photograph of some fireworks. You can see how they kind of spread out, different colors, things like that. Now down below, we have a heading. This heading is usually bigger than the rest of the text, and it's usually a darker color. It's in bold, and that tells us what the next section is going to be about. So our next section is going to be about the history of fireworks. It is believed that fireworks originated in China as early as 200 BCE. 200 is the year that they're talking about. So not like 2020, but just 200. So very, very long ago. The Chinese discovered that bamboo, which is a type of plant, explodes when heated. About 1,000 years later, Chinese alchemists created the first form of gunpowder. The Chinese stuffed it into bamboo shoots and threw them into fire to make a loud blast. By the 12th century, the Chinese made the first aerial, so like sky, okay, up in the air, aerial display of fireworks. This newly discovery fascinated other countries. Like, ooh, it's very interesting. They're fascinating. Europeans used fireworks to commemorate military victories, to like celebrate them. Military is just, shoulders. They used them at religious ceremonies. However, these displays were still unrefined. So not really like, oh, okay, and they're specific, but not like, ooh, there were merely orange flashes and faint traces of light. Nothing like super extraordinary. Now here I have an illustration, and this is depicting or showing me fireworks in China during the Ming Dynasty, so a very long time ago. So I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see this. So here are all the people, and this is just the tiny little display. So nothing really super big and not really in the sky. Now our next heading says that we're going to be learning about the science of fireworks. How do those explosions actually happen? So modern fireworks are actually very similar to the first bamboo firework. So they haven't really changed a bunch over time. They contain a shell, an explosive, and a fuse. However, today's fireworks focus more on extravagant and colorful displays. Fireworks are able to happen with a mix of chemistry and physics. So when I say chemistry, it's just a type of science where you look at different substances and how they interact with each other. Heat kickstarts chemical reactions. So a lot of times heat is going to help things explode and go pshoo and all that. These create an explosion in the air. Adding metal compounds to fireworks creates colors. So if I add different types of metals, that might create an orange one, that might create a blue one, things like that. Sodium can be added for yellow, and copper for green. So it's really interesting how all these different metals can make colors when you add them to these different chemicals. Now here I have a picture, I have a photograph, and this is a man preparing for a very big fireworks show. So in these little tubes are all of the fireworks getting ready. And those wires are going to help them go into the air, and then they're going to explode because they're going to get heated up. Okay. A firework is cased in paper tubing, so kind of like what you just saw. Inside is combustible material, things that are going to go. The very bottom of a firework is called the tail. That makes sense. Like at the bottom of a dog, you're going to see its tail. This long stick guarantees the firework shoots straight up into the air. The fuse sits above the tail and blasts the firework into the sky. Modern fireworks have changed a lot since exploding bamboo sticks, though. The fireworks industry has created many types of fireworks. Pinwheels can be lit close to the ground. So pinwheels are just a type of firework. You can put those towards the ground, while other ones you shoot into the sky. Roman candles fire several small explosions to the sky one after another. So it's like pew, 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 pew. Here's another photograph of Disney World, one of my favorite places ever. This is the castle, and then you can see a huge firework going off up top. They are known to have really big fireworks all the time. And our last one is going to be firework use today. Okay, so our last heading. Nearly every major tourist attraction and family event has fireworks. Firework displays use every type, color, and pattern imaginable. The same technology is used in flares in the military to signal distress. So the same type of, chemicals and metals put together is how people in the military signal or, show, hey, I need help, I need help. Okay, like a little SOS, a help. No matter how they are used, a captivating firework display is sure to draw your eyes to the sky in wonder. I always love seeing fireworks. All right, excellent. Now let's go ahead and look at our questions over here. First one says, which of the following could be another title for the section, The Science of Fireworks? So I'm asking this whole section here, The Science of Fireworks, how they work together, all that. What could be another name for it? Could it be famous firework displays? Where did fireworks come from? Fireworks in the Ming Dynasty? Or how do fireworks work? I'm talking about the science, so how you create the fireworks. Does that have to do with famous fireworks displays? I'm talking about, how Australia does it, and how Disney does it, and how California does it. Am I talking about where they came from? The history of it? No, I'm talking about the science. We're talking about the science of the fireworks right now. Fireworks in the Ming Dynasty? Wasn't that the history as well? Don't those kind of go together? How do fireworks work? Does this tell you how they all are made, how they're able to happen? Yeah. Boom. Awesome job. Which of the following words are synonyms or similar for the word extravagant as it is used in the section, The Science of Fireworks? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to find that right now. It said that it was here. So it says, today's fireworks focus more on extravagant and colorful displays. So before we said that the fireworks were kind of just like a little bit, just a tiny little thing in the sky. They were just merely orange flashes and faint traces of light, nothing too big, right? But now they want to be extravagant. So do you think that means that they want to be absurd? Like, that's ridiculous? They want to be super expensive? They want to cost a lot of money? They want to be fantastic? Or they want to be overpriced? What do you think? Which one? Well, overpriced and expensive are pretty similar to each other, right? So I don't think those could be it. Do we want fireworks to be like absolutely ridiculous, or do we want them to be fantastic? Yeah, we want them to be fantastic. Excellent. Woohoo. All right, our next one says, what is the meaning of the word imaginable in the last paragraph? So in our last one here, it says that firework displays use every type, color, and pattern imaginable. Does that mean beautiful, unbelievable, not possible, or able to be thought of? Think about what you know about your imagination. Imaginable. It is able. Imaginable. Break up that word. Does that mean beautiful, unbelievable, not possible, or able to be thought of? Yeah, able to be thought of. Excellent. Because I am able to imagine it. Excellent. All right. We are going to not do the rest of these questions together, but if you would like to stop and do them, you can go ahead right now. You can pause this and then put it back on, and I will show you the answer. Here's the next one that you can pause and then look for the answer. Here's the last one. Pause it and answer it and then go back. Excellent. Woohoo, good job. Okay, so now what we are going to be doing is you're going to be answering a writing question here. So here is your question that you need to write an answer to. It says fireworks are used for many occasions, right? We know 4th of July, Disney World, birthday celebrations, tons of things. I want you to write about a time that you have seen fireworks. And then when you're writing about that time, I want you to explain both what they were like and how they made you feel. Sometimes people don't like fireworks because they're so loud, but sometimes people do love them because they're loud, because they have colors and things like that. So I want you to talk about that. If you have never seen fireworks, that is completely okay. So then I want you to write about what you think your first time seeing fireworks could be like. Okay? So this is your writing for the day. After you are done, make sure you go ahead and head over to the YouTube channel to see the math and the story problem for the day. And then you're going to head over to Zern and News ELA. And keep an eye out because we will have more information coming your way about some new things that we're going to be doing. I hope you ladies have a fabulous Tuesday and happy last day of March. See you later.